And now it's time for Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you in the broadcast booth, joined alongside by Stars head coach and GM Chris Michael. And Mike's your first home game, regular season home game, your first home win at the Icebox in the regular season, a 5-2 victory over the Tri-City Storm. It seemed like it was scoring by committee. You lost a couple defensemen in the week. Jack Horbach, who's played some D in this league before, stepping in on defense. It just seemed like everybody was ready to go from puck drop, and you saw the results. So who were a couple of guys that stood out, or was it just the entire group line by line?
It was everybody. It was everybody, and that started on Monday with our process. You're going to hear me say that a lot. I'm just warning everybody now, so I'll apologize now, but it's all about our process. And our process was very, very good Monday through Friday. You know, and to have the guys come in and practice on Christmas and have our little Secret Santa after, it's been such a different year for everybody, right? And for these guys not to be home with their families on Christmas was, it's hard. But you know what? You're seeing a team that's bonding through all the adversity. And we lost a couple guys in Bolts going into college and Luke going back to high school. And you know what? Life is all about opportunity and what you do with it, and that's what we talked about. And I'm extremely proud of every single guy, even the guys that weren't in our lineup. They played a huge role in it, like I said, during the week to prepare, but then just kind of between periods and them being around. And this is it's a group thing, and that's the only way it's going to work for us.
Well, one guy who had his story change a little bit was Jack Horbach going from forward to D. He scored in Fargo because of the changes that we already prefaced. He's put on defense, played a little bit in Madison on the back end, all on his offhand on the left side. How difficult is it to not only, Jack, jump from forward to defense, but play on that left side?
To play on your offhand, even if you're a defenseman, and you're a right shot D and you have to go play on the left side, that's extremely difficult just in itself. So to have a forward convert back over the last few days, and he's had a great week of practice. And you know what? He played for a mentor of mine a few years ago in Chicago, and I'll never forget him saying that whatever you ask him to do, he's going to do it. He's going to do it as hard as you can, and he's a winner, and that he proved it tonight, and we'll see what happens moving forward. Obviously, we get Tony coming off of the suspension, and that's going to be a big boost, for us on the back end. But you know what? We're proud of Jack. He's had a difficult year going through the dispersal draft. All of a sudden, he ends up in Lincoln. And he's come in, made our team, helped our culture, and you should have just seen the guys in there in the locker room jumping all crazy because of him. So we're proud of him.
Selflessness, I think, is a big word to describe this victory, and nothing was more representative of that than Stanley Cooley knocking down a defender along the far side. He's got a couple feet to maybe fire the puck from the neutral zone. If he misses with the empty net, could be an icing. Instead, he defers to Spencer Smith. Now, Cools hasn't had his first USHL goal yet. Spencer Smith has. He got his first goal of the season with that empty net tally. What can you say about your captain in Stanley Cooley? Not just that one instance, but throughout the entire game, I thought number 19 was effective.
That's why he's our captain. His first year in this league, he's adjusting like everybody does. But you know what? That's who he is. Like, he's just a winner through and through. He cares more about the guys next to him and the guys across from him than he does himself. And that play right there is pretty evident of it, where he's being responsible on the defensive side, and he knows he's not at the red line yet, so he can't fire that thing at the empty net. Like you said, it would have been an icing, and Smitty gave him a little beaver tap, got it, and might have to have a conversation with Smitty to see if he even thought about getting that thing back to Stan. But a little Canadian love there between those two guys. So, but no, selfless. That's a huge word for us right now. Our process and being selfless. We over me. All the I know it's cliche and all that, but that's what it's going to take for this group to take off.
One last question for you, Mike, and thank you so much for doing this. You've got a quick turnaround. You play Monday night in Waterloo. How do you enjoy this one for tonight, and then quickly turn the switch back to, all right, we're playing a Waterloo team that struggled, but they're still a formidable opponent in the Western Conference?
Oh, are they ever? And again, you can't look at anybody's record in this league, in this conference especially. But you know what? These guys have put a lot of work. We've been through a lot over the last few weeks as a team, as a family here. So they're going to enjoy this one tonight, and they earned that. So we'll reset tomorrow morning. We'll go through the video. We'll watch Waterloo. We'll pre-scout them, see what their tendencies are, their strengths, their weaknesses. We're going into a difficult environment and playing on an Olympic surface, so that's going to be a little bit different for us in our preparation. But you know what? The guys earned this one. They get to enjoy it tonight. And like I said, we'll reload tomorrow, and that's going to be the story of the second half here. We're going to have a lot of games in a short amount of time, so it's a pro schedule, and you know what? It's exciting.
Thanks so much for doing this, Mike. That was Coach's Comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Stars win 5-2 over the Tri-City Storm. Lincoln faces off against Waterloo at Young Arena in Waterloo, Iowa. Monday night, the Stars took 3 points out of 4 against the Blackhawks in 2 games last season. For everybody here at Lincoln Stars Hockey, Cristiano Simonetta saying, we'll see you then.